So the question I'm going to be doing is 2.3, question number 23. So the problem situation is, consider the equation P equals negative 1.06 t plus 22.94, where P is the percentage of the people of a country whose favorite sport is baseball at T years since 1990. And this is the graph right here. And the problems are, problem A is rewrite P equals negative 1.06 t plus 22.94 with the function name f. And problem B is find f4, what does that mean? And we have problem C, find t when f4 equals 4, and what does this mean in this situation? And problem D, find p-intercept of the model, and what does it mean in this situation? And last question, problem E, find the t-intercept of the model, and what does this mean in this situation? So our first problem, we write P equals negative 1.06 t plus 22.94 with the function of f. We simply replace P with ft, which will look like this. And now problem B, find f4. What does this mean? So first of all, f4 equals to t for t equals 4. So we plug that into our problem. So f4 equals negative 1.06 t plus 22.94. That's our normal equation, and we plug in 4 into t. And so negative 1.06 times 4 is negative 4.24, and plus 22.94 equals to f4 equals to 8.7. And what does that mean? So t equals 4, and t is the years after 1990. So what t equals to is the year 1994. And so what this problem means is, in 1994, the country's people's favorite sport, 18.7% of the people's favorite sport was baseball. So going to our next problem, problem C, find t when find t when ft equals 4. What does it mean in this situation? So it's a little bit different from problem B. As you can see, when ft equals 4, so we plug that into our equation. We put 4 into where ft usually is, and we solve for the equation. So first of all, we minus 22.94 to both sides, which will give us this. And so 4 minus 22.94 is negative 18.94 equals to negative 1.06 t. And then we divide both sides by negative 1.06, which gave us a t of 17.867, etc. And this is approximately 17.87 equals to t. And so t equals the years after 1990. So we plus 1990 by 17, which gave us the year 2007. And so what this ft equals 4 mean is that in 2007, the country's people's favorite sport, 4% of the country's people's favorite sport was baseball. Now we're going to question D, and question D is find p-intercept of the model, and what does this mean? So p-intercept looks like a 0 and p, and so we plug it into the equation as p equals negative 1.06 times by 0 plus 22.94, and negative 1.06 times 0 is 0, so p equals 22.94. And so our point is 0, and our p-intercept point is 0 and 22.94. And what does this mean? Is since t, which is supposed to be here, is equals to 0. So 0 years from 1990. So in 1990, 22.94% of the country's favorite sport was baseball. We're now going to our last question, problem E. Find the t-intercept of the model, and what does that mean? So as you go here, t-intercept will look like this, and so we plug it into the equation. So where ft is equal to 0, and t will be right here. And so we solve for the problem. So first of all, we minus 22.94 to both sides, which would give us negative 22.94 equals to negative 1.06 to t. And then we divide both sides by negative 1.06, and which would give us a t of 21.64. And so what does t equal is to the year, and so we plus 21 into 1990, which will give us the year of 2011. And so what this means is that in 2011, there will be 0% favorite sport will be baseball.